Hey everybody, this is Tony Wolf-Sibbald. I am a Reiki master. I've been doing Reiki for almost 30 years, been a Reiki master for almost 20 years, worked on literally, thousands of people, trained so many people. And a lot of people ask me for some of the coolest stories that I've ever seen or participated in Reiki. Does Reiki really work? Like, what can you expect? And I'll tell you that you're going to get whatever you need in an energy session. That's the first thing I always tell people. Whatever your body, whatever your soul, your spirit, your mind, whatever you need at that moment in time, that's what you're going to get. But I want to tell you a story that happened to me about something that I needed. Now, this was just a little while after I had been attuned as a Reiki master. And I had some health problems. I had some heart problems. And I remember that I called up my Reiki master and I said, I need to come in. Can you see me tonight? I have to go to the hospital tomorrow for a procedure. And I didn't tell her what it was, but what it was that I had gone in to the hospital with some stomach pains. They thought I was just constipated, but it turned out that my appendix was bursting. So they rushed me to the operation table. And during that, my heart stopped. And then they had to shock me back to life. And afterwards, they found that my heart was in a regular heartbeat, in a regular rhythm. And so they had arranged that they were going to bring me back to the hospital. And they were going to do a cardioversion where they were going to basically stop my heart and start it again and see if they could get it back in a regular rhythm. And the thought of that kind of freaked me out a bit. So I called up my Reiki master, and she lived an hour away from me. So I drove up, and she had a couple of her friends there. I didn't tell her what was going on. She just welcomed me, had me lay down on the table. So about halfway through the session, this is where it gets really weird, okay? I felt something click inside my heart. Like literally, it was like this. It was, and I knew, like I didn't know, but intuitively I knew. I could feel that something had happened. So they finished the session, I drove home, and I went to the hospital the next day. And so, they shaved my chest, they stuck the probes on, they said, okay, before we do it, let's just monitor your heart and see where it is. And it was already back in regular rhythm. And they said, oh, we don't need to do this. So could that have been coincidence? Yes. Could it have just popped back into regular rhythm? Yes. Did it? I don't know. And that's the crazy, freaky, amazing, beautiful thing about Reiki and about energy work and Qigong and all sorts of things that are associated with it. We don't really know exactly what happens. I mean, I always say that the body is an amazing self-healing machine. If you can release the tension, release the blockages, let stuff flow, it will heal itself. And maybe in that session, they were able to allow me to get into such a deep, relaxed state to release the stress that my heart reset itself. So again, I can't say for sure that the Reiki what was the thing that caused it. But I did feel something happen, and I kind of knew something happened. And when I went back the next day, my heart was back in regular rhythm. I've seen personally, as I've worked on people, I've seen some amazing things. I've also experienced some more stories. I'll share those with you. But I just wanted to send this out to you. If you're wondering, what is Reiki? Does it really work? Really, the only thing you can do, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, is go and try a session. I mean, I was so skeptical at first. I never would have believed it. I never would have pictured, 30 years later, I'd be running an energy clinic and working with Reiki every day and helping people. But I believe it saved me. I really do, in a lot of ways. So if you guys have some cool Reiki stories, I would love to hear about them. I'm going to share more probably in a video series upcoming. So, if you see this video, please make sure you give it a like and subscribe. And I look forward to sharing some more stuff with you later. Peace.